Okay, we are like mid-gold. This is perfect. Yeah. It kind of just randomly gives you a character. So if you're on Ana, click that thing fast. But if you're not on Ana, just, you know, try to get over as fast as you can, I guess. I will try to turn down some sound because I do believe people are loud.
Never stop fighting for what you believe.
Let me know if anything's too loud for you guys. Because all I have to do is turn down my specific thing. YouTube shouldn't be too bad, but everything is all one piece of audio. So I just got to make sure that I'm just as loud or louder than the game. So we're gonna see how this goes. Okay, so I probably have to stick to my Genji, and we have ball, so I have to stay in a position where I won't get jumped and I can heal my ball at the same time. That's a good pick from our Widow. She's still above, so I'm gonna rotate over here. Sleep him. He was bubbled. Rhine one. So this is a nice spot because I'm not really in the middle of battle, and if I have to, I can rotate over here to kind of heal. Sombra, half. She's going to be up to you, Widow. Symmetra are going to be on point soon. TP. Sleeping. She's one. I have nano. To make sure Genji stays alive. Can't see you, Genji. Rotate. Symmetra on me. On your Ana. Kinda have to be selfish a little bit. They haven't capped anything, so I'm just gonna stay here. Yeah, so at that point, everybody kind of just pushed up. We used ults. I don't think they used ults. Gonna try to look for an aid here. Yeah, so unscope shots here. Symmetra behind. What the? Alright. That's just a bad shot on my part. I probably should have stayed backed up instead of staying on the stairs. Just die and regroup.
I'll rest when fight is done. Watching your back.
I have nano again. Ball, come back. Summer sleeping. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so in that point, I tried to nano Genji so he could go in. Kind of messed it up, but it's okay. I can barely hear him. I need to turn things up. Just need a touch. Because I cannot hear anything. So honestly, that's my fault because he was waiting so long for me to get nano and I just couldn't nano him.
You should use that ult, sorry.
Best round lost. It's quiet time.
Yeah, my sleep on the Symmetra. She went to go push me and I wasn't away from her. Nobody paid attention to the turrets, so I had to make a choice between destroying the turret and healing. My healing really isn't that great either, so I gotta get back into healing. It's been quite a while, so I gotta unrust. And it's only me and this guy in chat, so what can you do?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Capture the objective.
Yeah, so those kind of nades is you just kind of figure out the angle. Anti. Reloading.
I just need quick heals.
Can't see you, Zarya. So I have to put pressure on that Pharah as much as I can. Probably nano Zarya here. All antied, all antied. Zarya low. No personal.
Yeah, sorry.
Push. We're up one. Pharah has barrage.
Alright.
Push. Good
I got this far.
kills.
You're powered up. Get in there.
I have to know someone in order to win this fight.
Get back. Walk it off.
Reloading.
Keep out of my way.
Back there.
Stay on the right side.
Watching your back.
With the heals.
They have shatter. And Bap ult. We're gonna just have to stay in this healing position. As long as they don't push me, we should be fine.
You're going to live.
Their sim is at half health.
Run slapped. Messed up that. Gotta keep my Reaper up here. Come back. Nice. Standpoint. Nice, good job, guys. Okay, that was kind of rough. I had to stay in that position, and as long as they didn't push me, we were completely fine. I kind of played a little aggressive and close to them because they kind of set up on point. I could have set probably closer up to the train, but then again, if I did do that, I would have to rotate back, so I guess I could have stayed on the right side of the stairs. Here, it's just going to be a lot harder to get in a position where I can stay and not die. So either I stay on left side stairs or I stay right side. It depends on what my team wants to do. I really have to prioritize because my my Zarya can't figure out where these sim turrets are. So she's having a rough time staying alive because of the sim turrets. So if nobody can destroy the sim turrets, I have to get rid of those first, or else nobody else is going to destroy them. Yeah, we have to go left. We're all left side, soldier. They're all back here. They're all TP. Yeah, the TP behind was just rough. I have to get out. Don't engage, just back out. They have a hog, so this might be easy for me. I just gotta wait. Hog no vape. This could be a huge nade here. All antied, all antied. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Antied. Go, go, go. Push, push, push. Don't be scared. We gotta push. We gotta push. Push this hog. Push this hog. Some are behind. If I can kill him, I will. Whoa, what just happened? Yeah, that hog's gonna be an issue, so I pretty much have to stay stairs. I'm gonna try and go for a nade here. Marissa's antied. Hog slap, hog slap. Antied. Yeah, if he's gonna keep doing that, that's gonna be wicked easy for me to sleep him. He's gotten two pretty quick, so as long as I can deny this guy any sort of heals or any sort of leverage, it's gonna be easy to shut him down. But the sim really likes me, so I have to... Antied in the back. Get hog, get hog. Can't see you.
Lots of me behind.
All antied. I can anti them in 3. They're all up top. They're all top. Just cap one. Cap one. Hog slept. Antied again. Can see you. I can touch. Get the hog, get the hog. Bap's low. Nice try. Because I feel like on that first point, I was obviously knocking off the rust, but I was having a real hard time trying to stay in an area where I couldn't get picked off. Because that sim hurt me every time, and that was really rough. And Genji was 100% waiting for me to give him nano, so it was probably my fault for nanoing somebody else. Even at this, like I was trying to nano him that one time, and he was just in a group, and I just wanted to nano him, and sometimes that just isn't enough. You have people so grouped up in a small area, and you're gonna nano somebody by accident instead of nanoing your intended target. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to initially set up here and wait for the ball to engage. Make sure that people are full before they do engage. And then the ball engages and he's out of my line of sight. So I'm kind of just trying to stay here because I'm hoping he'll come back and at least fight on the stairs. Which he does end up slamming on stairs. But then he backs off so I can't see him. I see the teleport up top. So I can't really do much about this. I know she's there, but she just ignores me. So what I do is I'm like, oh, she's there. I'm going to try and heal her because I know she's going to go up for this Widow. And I get a pretty good shot on the down cut when I start aiming down. So this is where I start to rotate because everybody's starting to play on point. So I'm going to try to rotate towards these stairs because if we're going to play on point, if we're going to play just strictly on point, then these stairs over here are probably your best bet. I need to change some settings as well because I have up and down set to square and circle. So we're gonna need to apparently not do it. Move up, move down. Okay, so these stairs are a really nice spot. This isn't a bad spot either. You're still encased in this area. You really only have to worry about your front and your side. This spot is nice, but only nice when they don't have a flanker. Right now they have Sombra, and they don't have their other DPS, and they don't have another support. So this is really a tough spot to go through, considering they have the Reinhardt, who could honestly just pin and then knock me off. I do want to save Sleep Dart for him if that does happen, but I felt much safer in this position right here. This is gold, so I shouldn't give them too much credit because it is gold. You know, you just have to remind yourself how these players play. They play so much differently than plat players or diamond players, even bronze players. You know, every tier plays completely different. Not even kidding. Even the subdivisions in the tiers, like low, mid, and high, gold, plat, diamond, whatever, they still play differently based on their SR. Because at least if they're in like high diamond to low masters, like that's a little bit of a threshold that they have to go through in order to make that next tier jump. So it's not like they're a bad player. They have like a small increment to go to get to that next tier. Whereas if it's like low diamond / high plat, they either just came from plat or they're trying to make their transition to diamond. So they're still trying to work out a few of the kinks that they're having issues with. And each tier has, you know, their different issues and workouts that they need to work on. Like the main premise of gold is maybe they just don't know what does what, or their cooldowns suck, you know, or, you know, their aim sucks, whatever it is. Plat, their aim is starting to get better, but they still don't know how to group up, etc., etc., etc. So I guess I just need to start to learn how golds play in this sense, and then work my way up. Remember how plats play, remember how diamonds play. Masters, I wasn't too long ago, so I shouldn't have an issue with that, and then back up to GM. So I slept the Rhine. I'm so surprised he didn't get bubbled earlier. I didn't see the bubble, so I threw the nade to try and anti him so he would be purple, and then we can push on that. I wasted my nade here because nobody needs healing. I'm cut off in a position because Rhine actually made a huge play because there's no other Rein to combat him, and there's no other DPS to combat him either. We have a Genji and we have a Widow. So there's not much that can really happen right now if he puts up his shield and he just stays looking at you. So he's making a lot of space right now. So my issue is that I'm cut off to these two people right here. If they start damaging my DPS right here, I have nothing to combat that. I would have to push here. And if they were in higher elos, they would notice that. They would notice that I'm in a completely awful position, position where they can take an advantage of and just push into completely ignore these three people and push into the DPS right here. So they end up being too scared to push because they're realizing there's a lot of people here. I heal up the Widow so she can go back up. Trying to heal up the ball. I think I'm talking about my position right now, how I want to make a change. Try to sleep the Sombra. I shouldn't be doing damage. I should be trying to heal up who she's trying to kill, but she's scared because I put a few shots into her. Now, you can, if she's not doing a ton of damage right off the bat, yes, you can put 2 shots into her and she will get scared. If you sleep her right off the bat, you need a 1-shot. 1-shot kill. That's why you say, okay, I'm sleeping her, 1, 2, 3, and then you go. Lower elos typically won't do that, so don't worry about it. Just get somebody to help you if you can, and then go from there. Nade, don't waste your nade on it. If you have to, if you sleep somebody like a Sombra or a Tracer, just punch them. If you punch the Tracer while she's asleep, she's going to panic recall. If you punch the Sombra while she's asleep, she's going to panic relocate. So you save a bullet and they use an ability. They're out of the fight. In this case, you would want to heal up who's there. So this play was insane. Can't see the Genji. Genji tries to go for the teleporter. I try to sleep her. I end up doing that, but he ends up dashing into her, causing her to use the teleporter. Now this is also an issue since I'm so focused on Genji. The Sombra makes another play on our other DPS and ultimately kills her, and I have no time to react. By the time I'm up to her, about to heal her, she's already killing him. And Genji can't get rid of the teleporter. He's trying to fight the Sim one-on-one, but he's losing. I have to reload. Sombra makes another good play. I now have to choose between my healer and my DPS. My DPS is 1v1ing and losing, and my Moira is starting to get damaged. So I immediately try to heal her up. She's up to full, and she's fighting. She can heal with her damage, so she shouldn't die immediately. So all I need to do is if she immediately gets caught off guard and takes like 100 damage, put 1 shot into her and then completely ignore her until she needs help again. I can still see her in my scope, so it's not like I need to immediately pay attention to the Sombra because she's dealing with the Sombra. As soon as the Sombra gets low, she's going to relocate, and then, or translocate, sorry, and then I need to help out my Genji because my Genji can't heal himself when he's in this battle, and he's begging for healing. He's losing this battle with the Symmetra. The Symmetra realizes that I'm healing him, so I'm forced to back up, and now they've pushed in. So Genji still needs healing. I wanted to nano someone. I probably should have thrown nade instead of using nano. So I wanted to use nano in order to get a push, but as soon as I use nano, oh boy, I probably should have just nanoed the Moira and then we could have nano coalescence. That's kind of powerful at this level because nobody really knows how to combat that. As far as higher levels though, I wouldn't suggest doing it. But at lower levels like gold, even sometimes low plat, it could be fine. Yeah, so this is where she just decides to push. I'm not smart enough to realize, hey, there's a freaking teleporter in front of me. So as soon as I see the teleporter, I panic. Yeah, and I didn't have a chance to use my nade. I should have naded him off of here, but I didn't. Our Widow gets 2 picks, but they use this teleporter. Wait, who is this guy? The guy that... I don't remember the guy that messaged me, but wait, we could probably check his name. Type AP. Oh, he was the ball. He wasn't in comms. Oh, well. The Genji was in comms. I wonder who he was doing with, because he said us. So I wonder if he was doing with any, or her. I don't know. Typically, lower elos are also filled with like younger younger kids. So it's mainly just kids trying to have fun in like the ranks or whatever. So you can't really blame them. PC is a little bit different because the silver is like gold, and bronze is like silver. Like our bronze is like low bronze. It's probably the lowest you can get. These console players are kids with their controllers, you know, just being like, hey, I want to play Overwatch ranked for the first time, and then they go in and play. Like this Zarya, she's obviously newer to the game. She kind of doesn't have that game awareness, and that's perfectly okay. I mean, work until you can get up to those higher levels. But I had to try and figure out how to work around her. My main concern was working around her because she was so new, and she didn't know how to use Nano, even to the point, or not Nano. What is it? Graviton Surge. She didn't know when or how to use it, I'm assuming. So she was just kind of confused. As soon as I go into here, I want to heal up as many people as we can before we push in. This Symmetra gave me a really hard time because I'm trying to make sure these turrets aren't damaging anybody. I think I naded just a little bit too early here because I completely forgot that Moira can fade out. And I just used nade way too early here. Missed way too many shots on this Moira. Go for the sleep. Miss the sleep. Yeah, so I'm hyper focused on the Symmetra just because of the fact that she was the only reason why we were losing. Nobody could destroy the turrets, and by the time somebody saw the turrets is when the fight was over. We couldn't do this mid-fight, so I had to pay attention to those and try to hit them. This was a weird EMP. And this was an even weirder... Oh my god. I hated this pin just because of the fact that I should have been on the stairs. I pushed back. This is honestly my fault. This isn't even like a good play by the Reinhardt. This is an awful play by me because I pushed past these stairs is why I died. I thought we were rotating, so I rotated back to those stairs, but then I kind of just stuck in between them for some reason, and I don't know why I did that. It was really dumb. Warlock Warrior, thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate it. I hope you're here for the journey. We've won one, lost one, so hope you stick around and learn a few things with us. Yeah, so I'm afraid to push because the Zarya is there and she's pretty decent charge. I have Nano, and this is the point where I wanted to save it for the Genji. Hey, Void edges me. Did I do good? Yes, you did very good. Thank you. Wait, were you weren't the person that oh, were you duoing with Mr. Ball over there? I think you were the duo. That was scary. I thought he killed him. Yes, you were. Okay, I figured because he or she asked me to duo or asked me to play. So I appreciate the games, guys, but unranked to GM, so can't really duo or trio with anybody. Hope you understand. Yeah, so I think I wanted to... This sucks. She jumped in front of me. I wanted to nano Genji so bad, but it just didn't work out. Oh, and my teammates called me trash too, though. It's okay. Oh, I should have... you weren't here for it, but earlier I was going over settings and stuff like that. If players call you trash, literally just brush it off. I'm pretty sure you can mute them on PC. I'm not sure if you can mute them in this, but just ignore them. They're players who are going to call you trash. Would you believe it? I got called trash. I got called trash all the time. Plat, Diamond, Masters. I got called trash every single game. And currently on the leaderboard, I am 40-32, I believe. If you don't believe me, I will go up to the top 500 leaderboard in a second, and I'll show you, just in case you don't believe me that I'm GM. I can show you my profile. But yeah, these players who say you're trash, screw them. They're going to be in gold forever. You need to prove them wrong by doing your best every single game, learning from every single game, reviewing like I'm doing right now. Review your own games. You'll be surprised at how much you can learn by reviewing your own games. I'm trying to show other people how I played things so they can learn. But this is really important that you learn how to review your own games. So yeah, I should have saved Nano for Genji. Tried to stop the Zarya from getting any further on my ball. This was an awful nade. He immediately turns into ball form, so I couldn't throw out the nade fast enough, so it was just a waste of nade. I had a lot of wasted nades, but I picked it up a little bit later. Yeah, so just trying to get rid of these turrets is an awful thing. I'm so hyper-focused on these turrets, and I hate it. But I have to be at some points because they're just not being focused. Trying to make sure that that Rhine doesn't get in here because I know... Oh, he just used Shatter. Never mind. I thought he had Shatter. Yeah, so rotate, selfish nade, but they're using an ult. They're at 97. 97's when I tried getting rid of turrets. It's okay. Things happen, you know. The Zarya was I assume a newer player, so it's not a big deal, you know. You live and learn. So I had to jump down and I had to touch. 97 is when you touch and then it goes into overtime, by the way. If not, then I think it's 3 seconds. 3 is the magic number. And then I got pushed by the Moira. So we lose this one. Mines was used to try and stall, but they had 3 ultimates that I think they used there. Actually, I think they pressed triangle just to win. Forehead. But yeah, don't worry about it. It's one game. You lose one. Oh well, you win the next 20, right? I am sweating, by the way. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's disgusting. I'm gonna get a drink though. Kind of thirsty. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Even though I did less damage as Moira, I did okay. Hey, don't worry. Honestly, since Moira has her healing changes and her damage changes, don't worry so much about damage. And try to have like a balance of both. I play Moira a little bit, just as much as I play Ana. I play a lot of other heroes. I play Lucio and Moira, Lucio and Ana the most, but I do play a little bit of Moira. Try to balance them out as much as possible. It doesn't matter if you get gold healing or... I meant healing. Oh, okay. But yeah, it doesn't matter if you get gold healing, gold damage, gold whatever. It's not going to matter if you lose the game, right? You really just gotta be conscious of playing your role as much as you can. So yeah, just do your best. So yeah, this is where I thought Symmetra would kill us, because the turrets would just be on those corners right there of the pillars, and then it'd be done. But she does the turret bomb here. I get a pretty decent nade. I think... Did I just get the sim? I guess I just got the sim. I thought I got the Zarya too, but I think she just bubbled early. Yeah, so this was good. Everybody was kind of just in my vision, so this was really nice. Everybody was a little bit passive here. My Moira went AFK for a second. You did. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That was a weird nade. Splashed off the side, that's fine. Out of sight, out of sight. Heal up Moira. Too late. Yeah, so the main concern is trying to heal up your other healer. You really have to make sure your other healer is alive, just so you both can heal at the same time. But yeah, everybody pushed up a little bit too far, and I wasn't able to heal anybody. I got 80% charge though. It's the most that I've gotten out of one fight. We did cap first, so it wasn't awful. But yeah, the Zarya is pushing in by herself. I have Nano. I actually have Nano. I have Nano off the first fight. Trying to put pressure on this Pharah. She never pushed me, so I really didn't have to pay attention to her. I think one of our DPS might actually... I think her Junkrat changes to Soldier at one point and then counters her, which is good. Go figure, the flying person gets killed by the Call of Duty person. I think that's probably the most understood thing about this game. Flying person go dead when I go COD mode. So I wanted... I should have nanoed Reaper. I wanted to nano someone just to engage on the fight. Literally nobody's here. Literally nobody's here. It's just the D.Va pushing in. I should have waited to nano boost Reaper. But I just wanted the engage. The ante was decent. 3 people. And then she ends up using bomb because she has to remech. And then the nano's wasted. So yeah, this was a huge rust game. So I guess this Pharah was just playing really passive. Yeah, I had to drop down to get rid of this turret. Hyper focused on the Pharah, not focused on these turrets. That's my issue, is that this entire game I was just super hyper focused. And then they used grab just on you. Ooh, that's so funny. Heal up, heal up, heal up. Yeah, so pretty much all I have to do is put 1 or 2 shots into this Pharah. She's wicked scared, so she won't push. Reloading. I'm just getting used to the animation cancel, so I've done it a few times in this. Immediately gets countered by the soldier, which is great. Trying to get nano as fast as I can so I can nano this Reaper. Had to throw out the nade, didn't hit him apparently. But he teleports to me, which sucks because he wanted to get healing. I had to reload. I should have just reloaded and then did the animation cancel. But he gets the job done. Heal him up, reload, punch. So that's the animation cancel. As soon as you try to put the clip in, as soon as your ammo goes from 0 to 14, you can immediately punch, and that's a little bit faster than actually cocking the gun back so you can shoot again. It's a bit hard to get used to. I haven't gotten used to it. I haven't used it all that much, but I'm trying to subconsciously start doing it more and more, just so it's easier to reload. This Symmetra, my god, she's gold, but she's making like 500 IQ plays. I can't shoot these turrets. I'm like, everybody, stay right side, stay right side. Didn't matter because they didn't push. Have to heal up soldier. He's got healing, so ooh, that could have been, if they pushed there, that would have been bad. Yeah, these turrets are in sucky locations where I can't do anything besides heal. Just out heal the turrets, forehead. And I think we win this one. I'm not sure if I nano Reaper again. Who do I nano? Heal, heal. What are we at? Okay, I'll finish up just this. And then if you're curious about it, this was a good anti because they don't have their shields up. You really got to get past these shields and get this splash damage. You can even get the splash damage off of walls too. So off of that pillar over there would be a nice spot if you couldn't do it immediately after the shield goes down. So yeah, after this, I think I'll just I'll do another game and I'll show you where I am on the leaderboard. Try to throw a nade because I'm reloading. And then we're using coalescence so I can kind of relax a little bit. Let me win that. So yeah, it was just a lot of grenade mistakes, a lot of grenade mistakes, and that was my issue. So let's see. Oh, this is combined. Whoops. Wow, already to 4K. All right, I'm 420 something. I forget what my emblem was though. I think it was 426. 424. There I am right there. So if you wanted to know, this is my profile. I'm a diamond DPS, but a GM support. Smile. Yeah, so most played is Ana and Lucio. 49, 43. I'm an ML7 wannabe on console. But hey, what can you do? Apparently I'm a Red Shell wannabe too. Or Aspen. Or Frogger. Whatever. But I pretty much play everybody. I don't particularly like playing Mercy, but you know, I pretty much play everybody. This is when Lucio was meta, so that's why I played a lot of him. This is when BAP was meta. I used to play a lot of DPS. I think that's when I just got into Masters. It was. This is when Moira and Lucio were meta, so I pretty much try to play meta, but I've started to kind of swing into to Ana as much as I can.